What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Beyond the Blockchain Radio. This is episode number 3. We have a special guest sitting down with me. Her name is Crypto Queen, aka Jenn. Jenn is a powerful voice for women in Web3, key figure behind SHIB Women, community focused in empowering education women and all kinds of stuff in Web3. In an industry that moves fast and doesn't always slow down, we explain to ourselves what it takes for women to grow in Web3. She's also a part of Finance DAO, which puts her right in the center of the evolution of decentralized finance and community-led governance. DAOs are becoming a major force in crypto and have someone who is actively involved becoming such a key figure in this space. Without further ado, we have Jenn. What's up, Jenn? How are you doing?
Hey, Zach, I'm doing great. How are you today?
Oh, phenomenal. So I got a certain question for you. How did you get into crypto? What made you come into this space?
Oh, goodness. I got in, and I think I like everybody's gateway drug with Doge, or a lot of people anyway. And I found Doge and made a little money there, and it got me kind of interested. Well, before that, I was trading stocks during COVID just for something to do. And I started, going down the risk curve, went all the way up to like OTCs. And then I found crypto, and I was like, oh, wow, even riskier. This is great. So I jumped into Doge, made a little money, and then I was looking around for the next Doge, and I found SHIB. And there I just found a community and learned more about blockchain and the financial freedom it can provide, and got into all different kind of blockchains, diversified, to the majors, and just really kind of got interested in the tech. And so I've stayed with the community projects, helping to build within the SHIB, community and other communities as well. And so, yeah, I've been here about 5 years now, and I've just learned as much as I can, try to teach as much as I can, and try to onboard women to the space.
That's awesome. Now, how did you start SHIB Women? Was there like any co-founders, or was it just your idea because you saw the
Yeah.
value?
Well, we were doing an International Women's Day space. This was back in 2022. And, we had a big group of women in the audience. And one of the questions was, is there a Discord or a special place just for women? And we kind of looked around and well, I don't really know who's going to start this. And so a few of us got together and decided that, maybe we should do that. And so we created a private Discord. Hey, Zach, sorry. You still there?
I think we lost you.
I know. I got a phone call. Shoot, I don't know what to do when that comes on. Can you clip it, or is this?
Yeah, I'll try to clip it. Definitely.
So sorry. Okay, where was I?
SHIB Women.
Yeah. So we looked around. Nobody really looked ready to do it. So we thought we would do that. So we put a Discord together, and you made it just for women, so that they would have a kind of a safe space to come in and ask the questions. They might not feel comfortable asking in front of everybody. And we did our own socials, TikTok, and our X account. And we just kind of grew it grassroots, just getting women from word of mouth within the community, and, trying to help onboard partners and, spouses of community members that we already knew within the SHIB Army. And we sent a group of about 11 women through a blockchain introductory course that was certified by consensus. So that was really one of our missions, was to help educate women and provide them with safe educational resources. So our Discord had, links that were safe, a lot of information about security, because we thought that was, probably most important when they first got into crypto, to keep their wallet safe and to know, not to click things online, and all the safety tips that you hear about every day. And so we have links like MetaMask Learn, Binance Academy. We have all free resources. Nothing was paid. In fact, we sent the group of women through the cohort for free. And so we've never charged anything for membership. We've never had any, NFTs or anything like that you had to tokenize or, token gated to our communities. And so really that was a mission of ours, just to educate, empower, and encourage women. And we, done a lot of spaces over the years. I did have a co-founder who was kind of active in the beginning, but has, life got busy. And so, kind of took a back seat. So I've recently rebranded to Queens of Crypto. And this is going to be just, I'm, leading that group and trademark the name. And so maybe in the next 10 months or so, we should hear if, if that's approved. And I'm just really trying to, change over our socials. I want to bring the SHIB Women along with us for this, this mission, and also open it to other blockchains. I think there's a real potential out there to get more people involved if we weren't limited to just one, particular group or blockchain. So that's my goal. And so building the website is like priority right now, trying to find a logo that works for us. We want to vote on it, make sure it's have something that the community loves. And then just kind of start developing our formal mentorship programs and our educational opportunities. So, all that takes resources, takes time. And I work a 9 to 5 now. So, just dedicating time for that is always a little challenging, but it's my passion, and definitely, what I want to work on super hard this year and make it happen.
That's awesome. Do you think it's hard to grow in this space being a woman? Like what's very difficult about being in the space being a woman? Is it just the representation of women, or is it like people don't respect women in this space?
Well, I think it's a lot of different things. I think just as far as being a community member, or, getting interested in blockchain, it is, quite male dominated. So it's hard for a lot of women to speak up, to feel that they have a voice in the communities. And, there is that bro culture out there that, kind of is, locker room talk. And sometimes that turns women off. So just trying to make it a little bit more friendly. And, I have a lot of friends out there in the communities that are so supportive of me and of what we're doing. And, guys that are just so wonderful. And so you can't say it's everyone in crypto. It's
Right.
definitely not everyone, but you found those few along the way that just kind of really spoil the bunch. And so I think, the biggest opportunities we have right now, we are growing as far as numbers. I know when I first got into crypto, there were very few women in the Discords and the Telegrams and in the spaces. And now I'm seeing like a lot of women at the, when I go up to the speaker panel, sometimes it's half women, and that's really cool to see at spaces. And at the conferences, I'm seeing more and more women there, and groups that are forming around like ETH Women, and some of the other projects that are really, kind of women focused. And I think that's helping to grow our numbers. But I do think, that's probably the biggest opportunity we have in crypto, or one of the biggest, as well as, expanding to a little bit older generation, is expanding to women, because we want it, the blockchain to be adopted. We want to see mass adoption, and we can't do that if we are just catering to a few groups. So we really just need to expand to be more diversified, and let everyone feel welcome.
100%. Now, what keeps you motivated, in bad times in crypto? Because obviously we see charts go up, they go up for like a couple weeks, and then it retraces back down, and sentiment is crazy. What keeps you motivated coming back every day?
I think just knowing how early we are to the space, and, thinking that if I had given up on the internet back in the early days of the internet, what a missed opportunity that would have been. And I feel like that's where we are right now as far as blockchain technology. And we're seeing it, it being adopted by nations, and we're seeing, the government regulations finally coming in, and people starting to accept it, businesses developing it for their own technology. And so I think we're just so early that I'm excited every day to be part of that. And yeah, you have bad days when the charts are red and you just don't even want to look at your portfolio. But, just knowing you're here for the long term, it's not like a quick flip game. And it's not for me anyway. I just want to see it grow, and I want to see, more women here. I want to look on to, my left and right every time I go up in a space and see just as many women as men. So that's what keeps me going. And, yeah, it just keeps me coming back, and I don't give up. Like, I'm not a quitter.
No,
Like, as hard as it is, I'm going to come back for more
I
until
love
I
it.
win.
That's what you need. You need women in the space. I think it's great. Like when I see people hate on women, I just go after them, because it's like you don't need that. Like people got to respect, and it's not all about looks, and this is about the quality that you're putting out. And that's the way I look at it too. I'm highly invested in women and Web3. My wife Shelby, she was big onto base back in the day.
Yeah.
She's kind of hasn't done that much yet, but she helped start that whole movement over there. Now I know you said Queens of Crypto. Is that
Yeah.
on Zora?
So we did, as like the day we announced that the project, we I had a couple people that were encouraging me to hop on Zora and check it out, and so I did. And we did a Zora token, and that's been just fun. And I just made it. I'm sure everybody knew that it was just for fun, not investment advice for sure. But I'm having fun growing. Just putting content out over there. Same thing that I would be doing on X or TikTok, and just kind of seeing what happens if people want to hop in there and join along for the ride. Welcome to. But it's not definitely not basics of our mission. It's just for fun.
Yep.
But yeah, it is a great place to share and grow your community.
That's awesome. And then you're part of Canine Finance DAO. This is a
Yes.
shout out for Canine if you're listening out there. Can you explain to people that don't know what Canine is and how it evolved, where it's going, what's going on with Canine? Because you're a member on the DAO.
Yeah. I wasn't in the very early days, but I have in the last year gotten more involved. And Canine Finance is the liquid staking platform for the SHIB ecosystem. So there are layer 2 blockchain Shibarium. This was the liquid staking provider. But, Shibarium has gone through some challenges, as you're well aware of, over the past, 6 months to a year. And they did get hacked. And so we as Canine, we're a DAO. So we are, totally community driven. And the community did vote after the hack. Actually, just this week, the vote finalized that we're going to be, moving off of Shibarium, and we're going to be helping the holders be reimbursed for their losses. And we're going to start something new. So not exactly sure what that's going to entail. We won't have our liquid staking platform anymore, but we will. We do have some really cool products that our devs have worked on. In the meantime, and we could grow those as well as launch new products. So I'm really excited for the future. It's been a challenging year for us, and a lot of growth. But I've seen the team grow, and I've seen the community even grow even more. I'm on the sub DAO, the marketing team for Canine Finance. So we did a booth at a futurist conference this year, and that was a lot of fun. Got to meet Zach for the first time, which was
Yeah,
always
awesome.
cool to meet someone in person that you just talked with online. And so those are a lot of my really good friends now. And we work on, I do the TikToks for Canine Finance, and I do co-host some of their spaces. And so it's a really good community. If you guys ever want to get involved or just, learn more about it, you can go to caninefinance.com. And we should be having, a lot of news coming out over the next few weeks to months, and with all the changes that are going to be taking place. But it's exciting time, a little bittersweet, I guess, but excited for the future.
That's epic. And I see you might be moving either to, I think it was B&B or Base.
Yeah, those are the two options suggested. So we have to find a way to there's 23% of our supply that's stuck in Shibarium. And so to be able to reimburse those holders, we have to find a way to get them those tokens. So we are going to do a 1-to-1 drop of the same number of tokens so that they can be made whole either on BNB or Base. Those are the two that our devs suggested. So we'll be having votes in the future to decide which one. And then, from there, just to build together. So it's going to take a lot of community involvement. So I'm seeing some really cool things from our community. People step up with new ideas and, have share skills and resources that we didn't even know they had until now. So I think we can really build something cool together. And I'm glad you're involved in that project as well, Zach.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
I'm just watching from the sidelines, though, and I'm seeing how it's evolving, where it's moving. It's pretty cool because you get everyone's opinions and they can vote. And, DAOs are pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's hard to make DAOs successful too. So many DAOs start and then don't make it, and, they don't have the engagement. And it's crazy. This last vote that we had was our most participated in vote that we've ever had. And you don't see that, 2 years into a DAO usually. So, I have a lot of hope for the future. We have a really fun whale group and a lot of lively discussions there. And it's just going to be kind of cool to watch going forward.
100%. Do you find it hard to onboard women into this space, like, retail, like your friends, or do they just look at you crazy? Like
they do a lot of times they do. I've had a few, just really close to me that have been interested. Like my sister, she sees what I'm doing and she wants me help onboard her, and we have had some conversations, but yeah, a lot of people, especially where I live in Mississippi, and it's a little bit more of a rural area, and people look at you like you're crazy when you start talking about crypto. They might know what Bitcoin is, but typically when you say crypto, their eyes just glaze over and they're out. So trying to explain the blockchain to them is a little bit tricky, and they always, just think of scams. So trying to slow down and just say, okay, yes, there are scams in crypto, but there are also really good projects and really good technology. You just have to find the right ones, and you just have to be safe and kind of know what you're doing. But it's been tricky this last year with so many projects just here for a quick flip, or for, pump the charts for a few days and then leave. And then, they bring retail in to just get wrecked, and then they leave and don't come back. So I think we need to get back to the real technology, real products and projects, and stop all this crazy gambling mentality that's going on. I mean, I'm sure it's fun and people are making money here and there, but overall I just don't think it's good for the space.
Yeah, you don't think Pump Fun helped?
No,
It's not
no,
great.
no,
What do you
pure
think of the
extraction.
What do you think of the prediction market? That's very interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I haven't gotten involved myself, but it's definitely it's huge out there right now. It's does seem like a lot of gambling, but it's been pretty crazy to see how accurate they are on some things. And um, I was telling someone in the space the other day that they had a bet or a prediction poll that was up about Venezuela. When we might invade Venezuela, which, not to get political at all, but this guy did this full study on just tracking the Domino's pizza orders near the Pentagon, and he made a lot of money on that, predicting when it would happen, because he saw the spike in Domino's pizza orders right around the time as everybody went into the war rooms. And so I guess if you're smart enough to think ahead, or you're really good at staying up to date on the news, you can make some decent profits in the prediction markets. But everybody is doing it, that's for sure.
Do you think, well, how to go back? Do you think it pulled liquidity from crypto
Yeah,
prediction market?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It kind of started with I think the Trump token, and then Melania. I think we were on a good trajectory to have a typical 4-year cycle and have that alt season that we've all been waiting for. And then the Trump token dropped, and then that sucked the liquidity out. And then you saw all the uh, perp trading come in, all the crazy memes come in after that to pull liquidity. And then now the prediction markets, and it's like, where is the liquidity going to come from? If we're going to get an alt season. So I'm still hopeful. We'll see what happens, but I do feel like it's been diluted a lot with all this new stuff going on.
100%. If you had to pick one, which one would you pick? Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Oh gosh, both. Like I DCA every week into my Bitcoin and Ethereum bags, and I think Bitcoin is going to be that. I mean, I have no doubt it's going to go to what they say it's going to $1 million plus at some point in the future. It's going to take a while. It's a kind of slow grower, but Ethereum is just being adopted by so many institutions, and the Biddle BlackRock's fund for the real world tokenization is going to be on Ethereum, and so many big projects out there that we don't even really know about yet are building on Ethereum because of the security, and because they've made so many improvements in the protocol here lately, that it's cheaper and faster, and it's safe. And so I think that Ethereum has a bright future. So yeah, I DCA into both, and yeah, I don't know that I can pick one over the other.
Do you have anyone in the space that inspires you, or like a mentor?
Yeah, there's several people in the space that inspire me. As far as women go, I really look up to Girl in the Verse. I don't know if you know Melinda. I met her in person, and she's just really she's all about growing brands, connecting people. She's just a really sweet person, and so we do talk offline, and kind of share tips, and just help each other, support each other in the space. And I'll tell you, here lately, someone that's really been helpful to me is Shane Crypto Pulse.
Great
He
guy.
is he is, and I think when I came into crypto, I was super trusting, and I was a little even naive, I guess you could say. I'm from the South where you trust everybody, you leave your doors open, and I've had to kind of develop a thick exterior over the years, and especially this past year. And he's really helped me, find that fighting voice that was there all the time. But, I didn't know that I had, but I needed. And so he's been a great mentor to me, and, kind of, I guess, my boss in the Canine Project. So
He's a great guy. Yeah, he's
he
fun.
is.
I
He
think he's
is.
being shadow banned right now on X. I'm seeing
Probably. Yeah.
crazy. So what's
Yeah.
something that most people don't know about you that you can share? It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but
Um,
why don't
I guess I don't know if they don't know this, but it does surprise a lot of people that I'm not in tech at all in my real life. Like, I'm a physical therapist, so I've been doing that for like 25 years, I guess, and I still do that every day and love it. I did take about a year off right after COVID because it was just such a challenging time. And I just needed a little break. I got kind of burnt out. I was in management at that time. And when I came back, I decided to go back into patient care, straight patient care. And that's just been such a great experience for me to kind of get back to the reason I got into physical therapy in the first place, not to, push productivity numbers and spreadsheets and schedules, but actually help people. And so I enjoy doing that. But I don't know that a lot of people know that that I do a 9 to 5, and I work with patients. So
that's awesome. Now, where can people find you? Like socials, like what are you on most of
yeah.
the time? I know X is such a small click, but the whole world is out there. There's YouTube, TikTok. Like, where can people find you?
Yeah, I think X is probably, I spend most of my time. I'm at Queen One Crypto on X. I do spend a lot of time on TikTok. You can find me there as well. And in my profile on X, it has a link tree to all the socials. I'm on um, Instagram, as well as, oh my gosh, pretty much all of them, Telegram, Discord, everything. So yeah, I'm pretty easy to find, and you can DM me at any time. My DMs are open. And on the SHIB Women website, that's shibwomen.com, there's a form that you can fill out if you want more information about the project. We just don't have the Queens of Crypto website up yet. You'll just see a link that says, work in progress. But Crypto Nick OG, I know you know her really
Yeah,
well in the space. She's doing our website for us, and our logos. So that's going to be super fun. But yeah, I'm easy to get a hold of. You can find me
that's
anywhere.
that's so epic. Any last words for this podcast? Like, what's some good advice you would give to someone coming right into crypto? Like, where's a good place to start for them?
I think probably some of the safer, like the centralized exchanges that have educational modules, would probably be where I would suggest, like your Binance Academy, MetaMask Learn, those type things. Be careful on YouTube. There are some really good resources out there, but then there are also some that just want you to buy their token. So, SHIB Women, of course, is a great, safe way to enter the space. If you're a lady out there, would love to help you, guide you any way I can, set you up with a mentor, someone that can, be that resource for you. But yeah, that would be my suggestions.
That's so epic. Yeah, no, you're a great person in the space. If you're listening to this, share this all out with all of your friends. If you're new to crypto, go check out Jenn. She's on X all the time, on Spaces, everywhere in K9 Spaces. I see her everywhere. I see a new space you're on. He blocked me, but I won't mention his name. But
Oh,
he's actually from my area.
yeah, I've just been having a little fun with the community over there. They're a little wild.
Yeah, they're wild. It's a great space. Sometimes you need that, to let the nerves go down a little bit. Crypto is a forever evolving space. I just love the space and what it brings. And this really is the beginning of it. So if you're
Yeah,
out
and I
there,
found that. Sorry, I was just going to say, I found that being in the SHIB community, it's almost becomes like an echo chamber. You see the same people,
yeah,
and and trying to grow this new brand, I'm really trying to branch out and make some connections with other people. So you might see me in different spaces and all over the
love it.
place, doing podcasts here and there. But it's been a lot of fun. So
It's been really good. Well, this is episode 3 of Beyond the Blockchain. Go check out Jenn. I will put a bunch of links in the description where you can find her and everything. And any last words?
no, just I'm proud of everything that you're doing out there, Zach. I've been watching you grow, and it's been really cool. And I love your wife dearly. So tell her hi for me, please.
I will. And
And
you have a great day, and go check out SHIB Women. Go check out all the great stuff she's building. And, I honestly, this is probably one of the best podcasts because I respect you in the space, and more people should respect women like Jenn here. So been super epic, and it was so nice to meet you at Beyond the Block. Sorry, at where were we at? Futures Conference. My brain all over the place.
It was.
It was really, really good. But we'll catch you on the next episode, and have a great day. Definitely subscribe to the channel and go follow Jenn.
Thanks, Zach.
See ya. Have a great day.
You too.